I'm Matt Martelli with Off-Road Racer, and today we're going to shake down the new Bronco Raptor, AKA the Braptor. I'm super excited to actually try this vehicle because of all the off-road features that the Ford engineers have stuffed into it. I've driven almost every type of off-road vehicle under the sun, from trophy trucks to rally cars to UTVs to Jeeps. I spend thousands of miles every year driving off-road. So we're not the pavement guys who are gonna take this thing into a dirt parking lot and do a couple donuts and call it good. We're gonna take this thing to Ocotillo, to some of our favorite spots, and we're gonna put over 100 miles of hard off-roading on it and try and find its weaknesses. Tires are critical for off-road vehicles, and nobody builds a better tire than BF Goodrich. These KO2 37-inch all-terrain tires are perfect both for on-road and off-road. They're nice and quiet on the road, and off-road they can take anything you can throw at them. In fact, we race on these tires in multiple classes in off-road racing. Another feature that I really love about this vehicle platform is the lighting. The Ford engineers did a really good job of putting lights exactly where you need them. An example is this really cool recessed LED light that they put underneath the side view mirror. It illuminates the sideboards, so when you're trying to get into the vehicle, you know where you're stepping. Another example is these rigid LED light pods. They give you a little bit more visibility on those dark nights. So what makes the Bronco Raptor platform so remarkable is the suspension. Now these are very unique shocks. These are the 3.1-inch internal bypass shocks from Fox that feature Live Valve, which is an electronically controlled suspension system. And it works amazing both on-road and off-road. What's cool about Live Valve is it's actually adjusting the shocks on the fly. You can also manually adjust the positions to softer or harder based on your preference. The coolest thing about the Bronco Raptor is the GOAT modes. It stands for go over any type of terrain, and it allows you to switch between different modes, whether it's slippery, you're towing, off-road, or our favorite one, Baja mode. It unlocks the full power of the Braptor platform. It actually changes the suspension, the engine mapping, as well as the gearing. It keeps you in the power band so that as you're driving across loose terrain, you stay at the top of the power band in each gear. This vehicle off-road is a rocket ship. It actually feels like a more balanced version of a pre-runner. One of the other features that I love about this vehicle is the integration of Apple CarPlay in this nice 12-inch display screen, which allows you to see all the music that you're playing and have your navigation. Because a lot of times off-road, we're using applications like OnX rather than your typical navigation. Another key feature to this vehicle platform is the forward-facing camera, which is fantastic when you're rock crawling or when the hood is blocking your view when you're going over crests. So Ford has learned a lot from this. The Bronco Raptor platform is really the culmination of years of knowledge all coming into one package. When I first got into this vehicle, I was curious as to why Ford didn't just go ahead and put a V8 in it. Seems simple enough, right? But after feeling the power of the EcoBoost engine, it's got plenty of horsepower, especially for off-road. When you switch it into the Baja mode, it keeps the engine in the power band, so you're never at a point where you've overshifted and don't have immediate power. It has multiple modes, including a tow mode. We slapped a Kawasaki KRX onto a trailer and dragged it out to Ocotillo Wells with no problems at all. So most vehicles with removable tops are notoriously loud, and this one's pretty quiet. It has a lot of sound dampening material, which really helps. I also like the fit and finish of this vehicle. It feels more like a high-end luxury sports car than an off-road vehicle. One of the other cool things about this package is how the transmission pairs with the engine. This is a 10-speed transmission, so you have a lot more power throughout the entire acceleration process. This 10-speed transmission is awesome. It carries the power through all 10 gears up to 100, 110. And this is crazy, like, still got 2 gears, 90, 101, 102. Wasn't even in 10th gear. Pretty awesome. We hit the governor about 112, and this thing is still super smooth. Really impressive for a vehicle that can do this much off-road. So after putting the Braptor through over 100 hard off-road miles, we couldn't find any major flaws with this platform. We're really stoked and really impressed with it. I mean, it does everything. It tows, it's, you know, smooth on the road. It has a relatively quiet interior for having removable tops. It's definitely a recommended buy. I want to give a special shout out to the Ford team, the engineers who put this package together. I'm really impressed. This is by far the best off-road vehicle that we've driven from a manufacturer. I also want to thank Ford for giving us the freedom to shake this vehicle down our way, the off-road way.